Hello everybody, Calamity here. I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna do another replay analysis for you. This is a game that I personally played once again, and we're gonna be taking a look at the perspective of one of my DPS in this game, because during the game he was crashing out, saying he wasn't getting healed, and he was just constantly dying all the time. I'll show you his rank and I'll show you his stats at the end of the round. Well, his rank is this is a plat game. But this guy, the person we're going to spectate, is Diamond 4. This is a Diamond 4 DPS player that was complaining for the lack of heals and just people were getting killed left and right. And he was getting just overall frustrated that he was losing. So, we're going to see from his perspective if he was right, if we're just like not healing him and ignoring him, or is it just a matter of you're not playing, your positioning is awful and you're just getting melted in 2 seconds before anyone can even do anything type deal, right? So here we go. We're on Circuit Royale. We're on defense first. And of course, just like the previous videos, if I do see a mistake on my end, I will point it out as well. I'm not here to just critique one person. I will try to critique myself more, but I am focusing on this person because they were telling me, like, hey, I'm not getting healed. You guys are terrible healers, blah, 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 blah. So let's find out for ourselves, shall we? Let's go ahead and begin.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right off the bat, what you need to realize is someone is AFK on your team. You can simply just press tab and be like, oh, look, someone hasn't chosen their support character. Now, I know this can be frustrating, whenever someone appears to be late or whatever, but you gotta understand you are playing with other human beings. I like to give people benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're, coming from the bathroom, maybe they're running from another room and they're just like they went to go get a snack and they didn't know the game started. Just give them a second. But what you need to realize is that you don't have another healer, so you need to play a lot safer and not take, reckless damage right now, because I am literally the only healer right now. So, we'll see how they adjust.
Everybody holds, nobody runs.
I think they do realize it. So yeah, our support just picked Zen, and now they're very, very late. Now, this is still a bad spot because you're still running it down main and you're not behind cover right now. Again, you need to play for your life. You need to play safer and you need to play slower. This out in the open where two people are looking at you, it ain't it. So I do heal you a little bit there. Hey, seriously, you've been exposed for, I don't know, 5 seconds now, and that diva has been looking at you like a shark looks at, its prey, in the water, and you've just been like dangling, in front of it, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go for you now because you're just free, you're open.
Who needs healing?
Okay, so you got healed there, you ran back, which is fine. But again, we're out in the open, standing it down main. We're not utilizing cover at all. You need to play some sort of corner. Maybe you can go back up and try to retake this high ground and fight the diva for it. At least here you'll be, off to the side. You'll still have some cover to play with. But if you want to poke down main, a better way to do it would just be either behind cover here. You have literally 0 cover. Okay, so we're going up high ground. This is fine. Okay, you see that there's a Bastion up there? That's fine. React. Well, I was gonna say it's you're just caught out. It's in turret mode. I'm sorry, if there's a Bastion mowing you down, there's not a lot I can do as a support to save you there. Alright. It's his first death. It happens. It's not really your fault. I pointed this out. We did have a support that was late. So, it was kind of like awkward when they show up late and we're trying to like reposition. We basically gave up that first corner for free because we were down one person, so everyone was playing way back. So, not really anything on your fault. I would just say though, just you need to be playing more safely. And we haven't really been using cover. Okay. Kill. This is honestly a little unfortunate because the diva was power boosted, so your health went down very quickly here. Here you are. Lucio has his healing aura. I'm still back here, and I'm healing the Lucio, so you get the kill on the Bastion, we know that. I try to reposition here, because I guess I don't even realize the diva's there yet, so I'm trying to reposition, trying to get back to the cart, and I'm trying to like go for this way to get a torpedo going, but the Lucio is also in the speed aura, so unfortunately, look how fast you got killed. You get killed here. This is. But we'll show it again. We'll show it again. Look at the soldier's health. Look at your health. You got melted in like 2 to 3 seconds. It is unfortunate. No one's really expecting a power boosted diva just to pop up in your face. Let's go again.
Gotta stop that payload.
Okay. I can hear myself healing you. So here, I remember this death from you, and you were yelling in your, well, maybe not yelling in your mic, but you were saying on your mic that, hey, I keep dying, or what is happening? I keep getting melted, I'm dying. What's happening is you're being a tank right now. Our tank is over here, and you ran ahead of them. So what did everyone do? They looked at you. Let's look at that again. Here's Junker Queen. Here's you. You're just running it down main. And Junker Queen is still... You guys should honestly switch positions right now. With you and the Junker Queen. Look at that. You're out in main. No cover again. And you haven't even given time for the Junker Queen to get into a spot. You're being impatient. But if you wanted to still do damage while we're waiting for the tank to initiate, you would have been better off going for an off angle right here. Or again, your soldier, you can get to off angles quick, right? So you could have gone right here. Look, this Ashe isn't looking. Well, she was looking that way because you were there, but if she would still probably be looking that way because of the Junker Queen. But now you could catch her off guard, free kill. You could go right here, get that diva. Or the Mercy. But you ran it down main. Totally exposed and out of cover. So that death is a little bit on you. Well, I say a little bit. That death is on you. The last one I can understand you got surprised by the pocketed diva. Okay, let's go on to your next try here. Okay. No cover again. And you're looking directly, you ran right into them again, and you look directly into a Bastion. That's in turret form. That is insane. That is why you are getting melted. In case you're wondering why, like, oh my god, why am I dying in 2 to 3 seconds? You're running into them. This is the, third time now you've ran into them? And that's exactly what is happening. You're just getting melted. They see a soldier running and they're going for you over the Junker Queen. Of course, who wouldn't? And hey, look, there's me healing you.
Everyone heal up.
Please go for someone that isn't the diva that is using Matrix. You have the Mercy above you. You have, well, I mean, now you can see the other teammates of diva here. So let's see what you do. At least you're using the cover of the cart.
My ultimate is ready. I've got you in my sights.
You're popping all in their face. Again, no cover. You had a little bit of high ground. It's not that much. but at least you were on an off angle, sort of, but then you run into the front. You are running into them constantly. Look at that. Who is in front of you right now? Nobody. Like, well, I mean, like, no one from your team is in front of you, as in the tank. The tank should be the one, like, again, I said this before, you guys should literally switch spots. But you should not be here running at them just because you have your ult. This is terrible positioning from you. What do you know? You fell over it. You got melted because you ran into the Bastion once again. That's still in turret form, by the way. Let's go again. Let's see what you choose to do now. Okay. Luckily, we were able to clean up the team fight because they got distracted by you, I guess. And now we're just waiting for them to respawn and come in again. This is fine. I bet the smart diamond players are impressed by that Helix rocket. So this is good here because you're on an off angle now and you have high ground. This is great.
That warms the bones. That's better.
They know you're there. I would just run as soldier or just hide for a bit and then re-peek when they're not looking at your high ground again. Let them get distracted by Junker Queen, then you poke out again. Okay, at this point, this is not your fault. Two people just fell to D.Va's ult. The Lucio and the Ashe. Nothing you can do about that. It's a 3v5 now. You can just die on cart. You can just hide and wait for us to respawn. Or wait for your teammates to respawn. I didn't die. Or, you know, whatever. Like, I think the best case here is just to die on cart just to fully reset so we can regroup.
Outnumbered. They finally got a fair fight.
Like, now you can run into them so you can just reset. You staggered a little bit, but
I rub some
again,
dirt on it.
that
Let's
death,
go.
not really your fault. Two of your teammates fell over to a D.Va ult.
The
Okay.
payload has reached the checkpoint.
At least here, you're thinking about positioning and getting high ground. I don't know why you're... Okay. I didn't know why you were looking like that.
Their payload's on the move. Stop them. Heals coming up.
I don't know why you're trying to 1v1 a D.Va that has full Matrix. And then you ran into the... Well, I understand why you ran away from the D.Va, but you ran right into the Bastion pocketed Bastion in turret form again. So, this whole thing, as soon as you see a D.Va try to deny your high ground, you can poke her all you want, but when she committed to you, your option was to run this way. I don't know what this healing biotic field was, and then you like jumped around like this is Dead by Daylight and you're trying to leap around some object. At that point you're just feeding because she's just shooting you and you're sustaining yourself, but you're not damaging the D.Va, so she's just getting ult charge for free off of you, and you're not really doing anything. Because what I promise you, other soldier mains will tell you this too. As soon as you get contested from a high ground or an off angle or whatever, as soon as you see any sort of resistance, you just run. At soldier, that is your ability. You can run. You run away, you readjust your angle and find something else. Maybe you could have ran down here and gone for this health kit or something, or you know, you would have not been running into the Bastion's face, first of all. That would have been a nice play. But again, I'll show this guy's stats and my stats at the end of the game. Or at the end of the round, I should say. You're shooting the Matrix, which is pointless.
Nerf this.
This is such ego that I'm witnessing. To have the gall to run in to a 1v2. Yes, it is a baby diva, but she's getting protected by a Moira right now. That was not winnable whatsoever. The Moira was right there. You should have realized that, and yet you still went all the way in, thinking she was low or something. She was definitely not low. I believe that's the end of this round. No, it's not. We have one more.
Deploying.
So there, that's you crashing out in the text chat, I believe.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Helden sterben nicht.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Get in there, Bob.
Okay, that is a Mercy and alt in Valk. Very hard to hit. You did almost get her low, but honestly, I would just ignore Valk and go for the other people. Like, there was a Bastion shooting you on the top right that you could have went for instead, in my opinion. Or just literally anybody else. Okay, you took the adrenaline shot perk. I feel like people that take the adrenaline shot perk are self-reporting that they don't know how to play soldier properly. The sprint perk is superior, in my opinion, than the adrenaline shot perk. You're probably taking this because you're thinking my healers aren't healing me and I keep dying because lack of heals. So I'm getting the adrenaline shot. Or maybe you want the attack speed, whatever. Soldier is all about the ability to reposition yourself quickly. That's the whole point of his ability to run. You can run, reposition, get a different angle. If this angle sucks or you get contested on your angle, guess what? You can run away and try a different angle. Either way, that's what your mobility is for. And the perk that gives you 20% more movement or sprint speed, excuse me, is exactly what that's intended for. And that's exactly how you want to be playing Soldier. If you want to play a deep mid-range DPS like this, hop on Ashe. She's another character you could consider playing instead of Soldier. Hey! We have now ran into this diva once again. You know from previous experience, she's known to deny you the high ground. So this would be the second time you've seen her up here with you. But not only that, I mean, she's gotten you a couple times on previous points, but on this specific high ground, you know she's bound to be up there again. You need to start thinking of different angles and making this diva work for it. You could have gone here. Because that diva would have gone up regardless, because she's denying high ground. That's what diva does. He was probably going up there to get the Ashe, and, you know, you probably surprised her, and she's like, ooh, a free soldier. So, you would have been better off angling somewhere. Like, I know this is Circuit Royale, so it's not off angle heaven or anything like that. But you gotta work at least with, you know, whatever you're given. And I guess our tank is AFK for a second there. They're kindly just waking up our tank. Thank you for that.
Gotta stop that payload.
Okay. I feel like if you would have just stayed for another second, popped your ult, you would have seen that Mercy.
Hello. I've got you in my sights.
Too late. You should have popped your ult when you were just standing here. When you were here. Because it took, obviously you can see it took way too much time to go all the way around up here, and you dropped down anyways. You ended up back where you were. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at the scoreboard before the attack starts. Okay, So,
for battle.
match is about to start. What do you guys think his stats are going to be? If you want to pause the video and give yourself time to guess, go ahead. But anyways, bam. Here we are. He is 4-7 on after a horrendous performance on defense. Now, I will also admit my stats are not good either. I'm 0-4. I got 2 assists. But in my defense, I was trying to heal. It was one of those games, I'm sure the support mains can back me up here. It's just one of those games where you look left, you look right, everybody's critical, you don't know who to prioritize, and everyone's just falling over, and you're just trying to keep everyone alive. Like, I put out some damage with my torpedoes and maybe a couple shots, but I just was not getting any kills, and honestly, neither was the whole team. Like, this is a team effort that we're not getting any kills. Let's begin your attack.
Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
This is your problem with defense, is you're just out in the open once again, no cover, and you are just turn mode and just sending it down mid. You don't know this, but you're hitting a Bastion that's getting pocketed by a Mercy. You will not win this fight. You are so hyper fixated on the DPS that's getting healed by Mercy right now. If you are going to play Bastion in this way, you need to play him like you would literally any other DPS. Take cover. Take some sort of an off angle to take them by surprise. Again, I understand this is Circuit Royale, so it's terrible for that. But you gotta work with what you got. At least look at your Junker Queen. At least she's trying to go off to the side and like surprise them a little bit. And she is. Look, she surprised the D.Va. She's like, holy crap. There's a axe wielding tank right in front of me, and I can't really matrix that. So your tank is off angling. You are not. You are just sitting in main, shooting one of the most pocketed DPSs on the other team and hoping something happens. It's not. Nope. I mean, I guess your Ashe was also focusing on the same DPS there, so you got lucky, but Mercy still has res. So we'll see. Yep. And now we're back to square one, where nothing has really happened in the first few seconds of the fight, and it's kind of just like, okay. This is better, because at least you're angled in a way that's cut you off from at least the Bastion, and the only people that are looking at you are the D.Va and the Ashe. This is good. This is good, but then you ego. I can see it in the way you play. You're getting damage done, and you're holding forward, and you don't need to hold forward. You left cover. You were fine. Right here. Pointing to right here in turret mode. Shoot, 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 shoot. Throw your bombs, and you're doing great. You moved forward. They saw you. Look, your Junker Queen has cover, at least, from the car. And she's also technically off angling a little bit because you're still down main. But you left cover, you held W, and what do you know? They saw you, they shot at you. Okay, let's go again. Alright, we got the D.Va. Now don't leave this high ground. Stay up here, shoot down. Don't jump down. You're just on fire a little bit. It's not gonna kill you. You still have armor, and I can still see you. I'm right there. I could see you. You could have stood right here. And I could have just like gone off to the side and shot you or whatever and healed you and you would have been fine. You don't have to drop down here and now you've compromised a good spot because of a little burn damage and now you're in a lot of danger. I mean, Zen's healing you, so you are getting healed. It's not the fastest heal in the world, but you got someone healing you. Good kill on the Mercy. Okay, good fight. You got kills, and Zen was healing you. You're fine.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
You're setting up properly, but you need to be patient. Your tank is not there with you, right? So, is she even going for an off angle? Not yet. If you're gonna go up here, this is fine because you're taking space, and that's good. But just park yourself right here. You have cover, or like right here. Or if you want to be cheeky, throw down your little, your grenade, and whoops. Right, now go through the floor, but throw your grenade, hop on over here. And then you can peek this, surprise them or something, or just do not just go down the main road, hold W, and go into terraform. You will die. 100%. You did just that. Look how much danger you put yourself in because you just went down mid. And now you have a D.Va in your face eating all your shots. This is just a bad spot for you. You're not playing with your tank. You need to look at where your tank is, what your tank is doing before trying anything. You're just like going down main, terraform, hold W, just left click. Like, no awareness here. See, I know you know how to do grenade jumps with Bastion. You could have done that to get yourself to a better spot. Now, again, like I said before, you could have grenaded over here, or if you want to get even fancier, grenade yourself up here. You know this spot because I saw you here as soldier. This would have been way better than being on the floor right in front of a D.Va. So I know you can do the better positioning, you're just not choosing to. You're off angling. Okay, good job getting the D.Va here. She got surprised. Notice how she probably used her cooldowns without even looking at her POV. And you caught her because of the off angle. And now she got caught off guard, and now you're able to get her out of her mech. But you ego again. Look at where you are. You went and held forward, and you're standing in the middle of the road. Look at this terrible positioning. Look at that. What are you doing? You should just be here. The fact that you got D.Va out of mech, that's a dub. That's it. She's not going to do much. And she has to, like, fight for her mech again. You've already won the fight. Back up. Let your healers get time to get over to you and actually heal you. And then you can either, like, re-engage or maybe find a different angle or whatever. You're just holding it down and going mid. What do you think is going to happen? Everyone's just going to fall over? Just because you're bashing doesn't mean you're invulnerable. Skip a little bit. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, good job getting the trap. really hate that Bastion. But yeah, honestly, that's a fine target because D.Va can just eat your ult. Or I can fade out of it. Mercy can fly away, right? So yeah, I understand why good Junkrat can also just concussive mine out of it. So I understand why the Bastion. Okay. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold forward and go out into the middle of the road, and you're gonna get melted. Okay, maybe not. Look, see how you're holding the spot and you're not going forward, and you got to kill. This is exactly what you need to do. Now that they're looking at you, this is where you pull back and go behind cover so that your healers can heal you. Please do not try to ego this. Nice kill on the D.Va, though. You held forward into the open again. It seems you forgot D.Va has a team. Now you might blame, why didn't my supports come and heal me? I was right there. Let's watch that again. I don't care who you are. You're half health. No DPS would go out into the open without an ult and a half health. You can stay off to the side, wait till you get healed, and then you can move forward if you really want to. But pay attention to your health. You just took a straight hit from, I think, either Bastion with the perk or Junkrat's Mines. I don't know which one. And yet, you're still egoing into them. I would have held S. There is an S button on your keyboard that brings you back. And guess what? I could have healed you if you had just waited 1 second and been patient. In fact, if you had waited and just stayed right here, look, you could have denied the res and you could have killed the Mercy and we'd be up 3v5. Or now it's 4v4 because this Mercy is going to get the D.Va res. Big misplay on your part. Out of curiosity, let me just see what I was doing. I don't know if my torpedo got you or you just took too much damage in between, but yeah. I mean, I did try to heal you. You're just walking into them, and he's in turret mode again, and he has the perk, so that's on you. Instead of wasting your nade getting pointless poke damage that's just gonna get healed anyways, use your nade to cross safely. I hope you didn't shoot that nade into the Matrix again. I think you just did. No, she got damage. She got damage. Okay, you're good. Watch the trap. Honestly, if you're gonna complain about heals, you might as well just take in the healing perk for Bastion. I sent the beam down mid and you're not using it. Now you are. Holding W, not caring about cover. This just screams so much ego. Like, you feel like you're Diamond in a plat lobby and you think everyone's just gonna fall over you because Diamond gives you plus 50 power or something, and it doesn't. At the end of the day, ranks are just a fancy title that gets attached to your name, but you're just like everyone else at the end of the day, and these kinds of plays are just like, it just makes you look like I'm the main character, I'm Diamond, you guys are plat, you guys are beneath me, I'm better than everyone here. That's what the way you play, like, says to me. I could be totally wrong, but that's how you're playing. Like, look at this. You almost got the Junkrat. You are getting healed. I mean, Bap uses Immortality Field just to save your life. And he's constantly healing you. This is just chaotic. Good kill on the Bastion. Good kill on the Mercy. Now this was a better play from you. It's just that your team had fallen over. We lost Junker Queen, so we were backing up, which is why we're all outside. But you did manage to get 2. So that was an okay play from you. It's just you didn't realize your tank fell over. Nice shot on the Junkrat. Good kill on the Diva. You're feeling it now. You got 3 kills. It's good.
60 seconds.
But yes, the Mercy res the Junkrat. That's why it's back up there. No cover. Holding W again. You're out in the open. Now you're free to that Bastion. Again, ego. What kind of player just sits down the middle and just holds left click? Like, even Junkrats would not be like out up here holding left click. They would be over here or something. You can do that with Bastion. Or you could have just played more back. You're lucky Ashe and the Junker Queen bailed you out there, but you were looking pretty dead. You have your ult. At least this is your first ult where you got a kill with the Junkrat, so good job there. Wasting time shooting a Matrixing Diva. I mean, we're giving you all the damage here, and it's just the condensed angle. That's it. I don't know what you thought was in the corner. I understand it's late game, but awareness of, like, you were really fixated on this Bastion. I understand why, but, I mean, you could have just, like, if we go back here, while you're busy focusing on this Bastion, once you realize the window and my beam are gone, you are losing a lot of damage. All you had to do is just play a little bit more back. And look, you could have gone a Moira. What's easier to hit? That Bastion that's hiding behind cover back there? Or this Moira that probably used her... I don't know if her Fade is available, but she probably used her Fade to get there in the first place. Maybe. Let's see, does she have Fade? She's about to. But you could have scared her off, which would have prevented... First of all, you wouldn't have died. Look at that, you're out in the open again. Ego. Why else do you think it's okay to just hold W without cover and just go out in the open like that. Ego. That's what it is. Okay, so look at the final stats. So I went from like 0-4 to 7-6 this round, so I turned my negative KDA into a positive one. You did good towards the end. I will give you that. You started actually getting a lot of kills towards the end. And you went from, you were also negative, you were like, I don't remember, like 7-9 or something, and you went all the way up to 25-13. However, you still have 13 deaths. That is crazy, and you are the Diamond 4 player. You're the one that should not be dying. And like, yeah, you are a good player. You can shoot. Obviously, you got to Diamond somehow, but your positioning and your just decision making is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. I don't see you lasting in Diamond if you keep playing like that. And I guess if you do play like that, you need someone to heavily commit to just healing you nonstop. Like, you literally just need a heal bot, and that's not ideal, as supports will heal you less and less the more you rank up. So, with that being said, 3 things that you need to definitely work on is 1, cover usage, 2, timing with your team. A lot of times you would just hold it W and just go in, and you weren't even aware of the tank's position yet. Give them time to set up, and let them go in, and then you go in after them so that you're not the one getting focused. Or if you want to go in, regardless of what the tank is doing, you have to off angle. And I understand, yes, this is Circuit Royale. This is a really bad map for that, but you got to work with what you got. And there was a couple of times you actually did try to off angle, and guess what? It worked, and it did well. And you caught people off guard, and you got a kill or 2. If you did that more, maybe this game would have been a dub instead of an L. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have, any tips for me or any tips for this player, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. If you have replay codes you also want me to check out, also leave those in the comments. I'll do my best to check them out. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, it helps me out a lot. I'll be making more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.